What's up, everybody? Future Player JDK here, giving you a review for Saturday Night Live, Season 44, Episode number 17. Host, Kit Harington. Musical act, Sarah Borealis. It started off with Joe Biden, very topical, as that was pretty much that week and a half was Joe Biden had released himself as being another candidate for the Democrats, and they had Jason Sudeikis come back and reprise his role as Joe Biden. If you are unaware, then you can go back and watch the 2005 through 2010 seasons, and you'll have Barack Obama, which was played by Fred Armisen first initially for the few runs, and then Jay Farrow followed him up when he retired. It was okay. I'm not a very big political comedy individual. I'm not the best person to ask about those things. I'll say it was topical and it was physical. I enjoyed the physical side of it very much. And otherwise, there was a lot of just nonsense to me. And the main thing is, I really think that they can do other stuff than politics in their cold openers if they really, care to. Otherwise, they had a thing about him being Obama's grandpa, and I thought that was pretty cheesy. And also, I was like, I'm guessing they're implying that just because of Obama that Biden could get in. But if you actually follow politics, you'll see that Biden himself requested Obama stay out of it. So we'll see. I don't really care myself. The host himself, he did, it was all Game of Thrones stuff. So this whole episode, really, for me, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I imagine if you like Game of Thrones, you'll love this episode. So the entire host thing, all Kit was doing was people trying to get reveals from him. And different members of the show came and made mention, and therefore, that's what it was. So for me personally, I didn't really, it's whatever. I thought Pete Davidson didn't do a voice or anything, but having him dressed up was interesting as, I think they're called White Walkers. They're zombie ice people. So then that led into the first sketch of the night, which was called, I don't know, but it's the Nephew Awards, the annual Nephew Awards. And so then you had A.D. Bryant, who was the host of the Nephew Awards, and the host of the show, Kit Harington, was the previous year's winner, Joshua. And he got to play a little kid, and it was kind of neat. You had Cicely Strong and Cal Mooney. You had Kate McKinnon and Mikey Day. And then you had Chris and Leslie Jones. They were all good. None particularly stood out, really. And ultimately, I just want to be there putting on a show. Being myself. Number 2 sketch of the night was HBO spinoffs. And that's the thing. I don't watch HBO. I know King of Queens. I've seen King of Queens. I know Special Victims Unit. But then, I don't get anything other than that. So for me personally, it was a huge miss. I'd give it, a half a star. And then as far as quality content when it comes to, makeup and design and set design, through the roof, I'd give it, a 30. But, that's me. Like I said, if you watch Game of Thrones, watch this episode. It's tripping me out. My head looks crooked. All right. The third one would have been, so it was a cruise ship, and they were at the restaurant for the musical act, the lounge singer. And that thing that keep it current, I think this sketch will stand up, but ultimately this sketch itself was about a Michael Jackson impersonator. However, because Michael Jackson, people don't like it as much, he switched over, so they were Sinatra and the Rat Pack 5. And someone, I think it was Beck Bennett's character, called attention to that. He goes, does Rat Pack has, or, excuse me, we have 5 people, though. So you had Keenan playing as the musician, the bassist, and the host was the Michael Jackson. And then, basically, I mean, there's funny stuff. There's some good lines in this. This is the one I would probably put up on. I'll put a link to probably. It's, the lines were things like Kenan saying, folks, there may be some musical holdover from the lyrical overlap, from the music overlap, because they were playing like, dun, 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 but then he's like, my way, and doing Michael Jackson stuff. So, I liked it. I thought it was clever enough. And I don't really like musical stuff, so. And then later on, like, Kate McKinnon's character comes by as Macaulay Culkin, which is relevant to Michael, obviously, but not Sinatra, which is the point. And then they call attention to it, and they're like, well, maybe because the lady who does it also needs, lives here. Maybe it's because she has a dental surgery, ma'am, and it's expensive, and it's coming up, ma'am. It's pretty funny stuff, And then at the end, they didn't even know Leslie Jones, which was interesting. And then that Sarah Borealis came up. Amazing. I love her. She's so beautiful. She's beautiful mind, beautiful lyrics, beautiful soul, beautiful songs, beautiful voice. And yes, she is attractive. To me, I find her attractive. Some people probably don't. Some people do. I just enjoy Sarah Borealis. I think she's amazing. Then that goes to, you got, let's see, Pete Dave. It looks like a VR headset one. So I'm not sure if the writers were doing this, but this is what I figured. It's like when you play a video game and you just want to cut to the game and you got all these tutorials to deal with, and tutorials are annoying, and you're just like, come on, let's just play the game, please. Other than that, though, it was dumb. It was one of the pre-films, and it was Pete Davidson being Pete Davidson, just doing Pete Davidson things, putting on his Pete Davidson VR goggles, yuck, yuck, yuck. Come on, man, I just want to do it, man. Come on, I just want to do it. I just want to do it. Come on. Just Pete being Pete. That's it. He didn't put any infliction, any chances, didn't really do anything other than just fucking read his lines, It's bullshit, if you ask me, but you're not asking me. You're watching, so. Let's see. So that was that, and then for Weekend Update, you had one thing which had Kenan doing some basketball thing. I skipped over it. If you like basketball, you should probably go back and check it out. But the other thing you had, which was pretty funny, I would recommend looking up, is you had Alex Moffat, and Moffat was basically reviewing movies. He's a movie review guy, but he has been doing microdosing, so everything's all ridiculous. Like, he's like, I don't know. I can't explain it. That's how obscure and amazingly funny it was. To me, I thought it was phenomenal. And I don't enjoy Mulaney's style, but it was clean. I like this style. See, I like ridiculous, obscure stuff, but it was clean for the most part, as far as I remember. I might eat my words. Wouldn't be the first time. I only request that they are given to me in SpaghettiO form. So then you got the burlesque one. That was pretty good. I like that one. I'll put that one up for sure. And the burlesque one was basically, it was good. I liked it. So the burlesque one was basically, it's the host. Now I see where editing is going to come involved with these tapes. They're too long. I'll find edit them out. Anyway, the host was doing a burlesque because he was engaged. So Kit Harington was engaged to Cicely Strong's character. And so it was a lot of fun because he was doing a burlesque show for Kate McKinnon. And there's just a lot of funny stuff in it, Like, Kate McKinnon was the teacher, and she's smoking a cigarette. And there's a punchline at the end I don't want to ruin, dealing around Melissa Villaseñor's character. And then you had a pre-recorded thing, which was like a Brexit thing, I'm guessing. I put no idea down here. I have no idea. I follow politics to an extent, but I really don't give a shit about England. I really don't. Fuck them. I will go to England. Fuck England. Stupid. That was a lot of F-bombs. Apologies, little children and parents who are watching with their children. So that's about it, though. I have no idea. It's a Brexit thing. Dad, Borealis playing piano. That was cool. I got tricked in that one, huh? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, then you had Dorks at Work. The Dorks at Work was a pretty decent one, but I just want to be there. Like, all it made me want to do is be there. Like,
Oh God. Oh, I can do so much. I'll get you every time.
so the ending really sucked on that sketch, though. It was so trash. I really didn't like the ending. Like, this episode, I think if you like Game of Thrones, you'll really, really love it. I feel like Kit Harington did a great job as far as an overall. I would say there's been much drier performances than him throughout the career of Saturday Night Live. And he really threw himself into it. I mean, he wore dresses. He put on a show. So, but the ending really sucked in the nerds thing. The dorks, excuse me. And then the last thing was the proctologist boss. And I really didn't. This sketch was just so dumb. First and foremost, once again, you got Pete Davidson in a smock being Pete Davidson. Not even throwing a fucking voice out there. Just being Pete Davidson. And it's like, bruh, if we don't get 8 minutes of you on Update, then we get just tons of you on, like, just being yourself. Like, come on, man. Like, I think he's a great guy. I'm sure he's really awesome. I bet you he... I don't know. Actually, he doesn't look like he could roll a blunt. But the point is, the proctologist boss sketch was based around Leslie Jones' character being a proctologist with long nails. But the thing is, then at the end, unlike earlier in the like, actually, this goes back when, this is way back. Way back. But Adam Driver, when he was doing the boss, like Undercover Boss, with Kylo Ren and stuff, it was fucking awesome. It was, yeah, that is going back. Damn. Time is shifting. It's the last 2 and 3 years. All right, well, I'm at 11 minutes. I was better, by the way, but I didn't turn the mic on before. So anyway, the last bit was the proctologist boss. I didn't like it at all. I really didn't like that it ended being an undercover boss because it didn't lead you in that way. So it was just like they couldn't think of anything else to add on top of the nails, and like it was terrible. It was really bad. I mean, I could probably say at least 5 of my going on 40 sketches written in the last quite a few months, I would assure you were way better. I need to be on Saturday Night Live, so if this is what gets me there, fine. But the podcast is coming. I'll be doing reviews, podcasts, live film, everything. All in all, I'd say it's like a 3 for me personally. And all 3 points go straight to Kit Harington for just everything he did. But otherwise, like, the writers were shit that for 17, like, the week of 17, I just, like, everything was bad overall, except for Kit Harington. Oh, and Sarah Borealis, damn, I'm an asshole. No, she was fucking, her and Kit Harington's performance, those are the 2 reasons, but otherwise, man, come on. Yeah. You know? Alright. It's been fun. Sort of.